Andrew Tate. All right, Andrew motherfucking Tate, Cobra, Top G, fucking Trigadon. So Andrew Tate's been popping up everywhere lately. He's been on TikTok. That's probably the biggest thing. Instagram, YouTube. He's been doing a lot of podcasts and he's been doing streams with Aiden Ross. So who he is? He's a four-time kickboxer. Four-time kickboxer, I said. He's a four-time kickboxing world champion. My bad. But he's also more known for his takes on women and his takes on masculinity and what it feels to be a man and what it means to be a man. A lot of the takes he has, I kind of agree with. There are some wild shit he says that I disagree with. Like when he's downright disrespectful to women, I'm like, okay, I can't get down on that. But when he tells you to, strive to be better and to be a complete man and to learn how to fight or to build up your wealth or build up your network, I agree with all that. I think he's very charismatic, so the people listen to him. I just wish that young men would take the lessons that they should take and look at it from an objective point of view where, yes, he is saying some truth in this, but you don't have to copy someone word for word, word for word, bar for bar. You don't have to do that. Like, that's not healthy. But take everything with a grain of salt. Look at what he says, see what you agree with, see what you disagree with, see what is going to be helpful to your life and see what is toxic to your life. Because he does say a lot of toxic shit. It's kind of nuts. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're going to be reacting to this. This one is called Andrew Tate on the difference between men and females. I have two cameras. So this one, I'm going to be talking to you guys as, as the YouTube audience, but also I'm going to be talking to you guys as if you're my boss or you're someone in a professional, politically correct setting. But I also have another one right over there. And when he says some shit that's wild, when my lizard brain says, oh, okay, this is funny, but this brain says, nah, I shouldn't agree with it, I'm going to look at you guys and say, that was funny. That was a good point. I might disagree with it, but it's funny. So that's what we're doing. All right.
A woman sleeps with another man that's with you. Okay. Is she faithful to you?
No, absolutely not. Don't say crazy stuff on the podcast.
Right away. What? How is she faithful to you? What?
Don't say crazy things.
Keep that sanity. The same energy. You have to.
You're thinking of men and women as men and women have completely different roles in society. We have completely different attributes, completely different advantages. We go through life in completely different ways. You can't compare us as an equal. You wouldn't consider men and women equal in 99% of situations where men are expected to perform. You would not consider yourself an equal.
Are men and women equal? I see what he's trying to say. I feel like men and women are equal in the sense of we're both as important as each other in the world and on Earth. But we aren't equal in our characteristics. We're not equal in the things we're good at. Our advantages are different. For example, I would trust a woman more if she was the nurse or someone who is in hospitality. I would also trust a woman more with my child. Men, I would trust for fighting and going to war and all that. Not saying that either gender can not do the other thing, but just, my brain says, and my heart and my soul says, I trust women with other things and I trust men with different things. So in that sense, maybe we're not equal, but I feel like as a part of society, everyone's pretty much equal. Doesn't matter what your position is. Like, we're all human beings.
If you're rolling with your boy and a guy rolled up on you trying to hurt you, you'd expect your man to fight, right? That's a man's job. You can't say we're equal when it suits you and we're not equal when it doesn't suit you. We are not the same. We are not the same. It's the reality of the world. We're not the same. And the reason women, even though they have unlimited options, are not running out here sleeping with a new dude every single day is because they won't sleep with a man they don't have at least some degree of feeling for. That's the difference. You will have some feelings for somebody you would sleep with. I promise you a dude can sleep with a chick and she can get in a car crash and he won't give a fuck. I'm telling you, that's the game. That's the difference between it.
Okay. I don't know. I don't live as a woman, so I don't know what your position is on this if you're a girl, but is it true that you guys have some sort of feeling when you sleep with someone? Because as a man, we don't need that shit. Like, if I find you attractive, even if you're not that attractive and it's just an urge that we have that we feel like we want to have sex, we'll sleep with someone and not give a fuck, like, and not care about anything about her. Like, we could never talk to her again. And I know it sounds horrible, but also not all men partake in this. Like, I'm not out here just like, oh my God, God just stopped me from lying. Jesus Christ. But I'm not here just sleeping around, you know? For me, I feel like sex is better if you have some sort of connection with a person. But I have had sex with women where there was no connection. I didn't have any sort of feeling of love for her. It was just lust. And I don't know about women. I don't know if you guys work the same way, but for me, he's kind of making sense.
It's true.
That's the difference.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What if you're married?
Okay. But even if you're married, I don't think really very much changes. I think you show loyalty. I really do believe a man shows loyalty in other ways. So it can be anything, right?
Loyalty has no gender.
Let me give you an
facts.
Yes, it does. Of course it has a gender.
I agree. Loyalty is loyalty. I think what he's trying to say is that it's worse when a woman cheats, which sounds crazy, but I kind of agree.
Let me think of some examples.
And real quick, ladies, just so you guys know, that's just the way Andrew talks. So don't be scared to speak
Shut
your mind.
up,
And
bro. I'm so sick of fucking Myron. It's a bald spot. Shut up. Let's skip him talking.
like that, but don't be scared. He ain't gonna, he's a
Passionate.
very good man.
And I'm saying this not because I'm hating on him as a person. I just don't like how he conducts himself. Andrew, I feel like women actually like Andrew, and Andrew actually likes women. I feel like he's very hyper masculine with a lot of the things he says. But Fresh and Fit, which is what podcasts are on, I feel like they kind of bring women in just to hate on them. And they're very good at what they do. They're very good at breaking down their points. But I think the whole point of the show for them, which they probably might not say, is to make these women look dumb. And the choices of women they have, they're not the type of women that can express themselves in a way where you can be like, oh, okay, you're making a good point, you're making a bad point. And also, they just kick girls out of the show. And yeah, like when he's saying sexist shit, I feel like he's actually being sexist. When Andrew's saying sexist shit, yes, he is being sexist, but it's kind of funny sometimes. Like he says funny shit.
Passionate man.
Was it Lexi? No, but I don't think Slim finished though. Wasn't she? Slim
Oh no, I just said that loyalty doesn't have a gender, and he said that
Yes,
it does.
agreed.
I mean, loyalty is loyalty, whether you're a man
Agreed.
or a woman. Period.
Agreed.
Yes, I agree completely. And a man should be absolutely loyal to the woman he loves, and he should look after her and make her as happy as possible, and he can still fuck that other bitch.
And she can too.
Hey, that girl on the right, who's bad, by the way, I can tell she wants Andrew.
Oh, she can.
Yes, she
men,
can.
Men and
Way
women are not the
different.
same. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something that I hope you all understand, right? There are actually far less genuinely high value men than there are pretty girls. You can go out to the club today and see pretty girls.
Wait,
right?
can you repeat that?
There are actually far less genuinely, and I'm not talking about the guys who front, genuinely high value men than there are pretty girls. You can go to any club in any country in the world. I've been to 72 countries. You can go to any club in any country in the world and see pretty girls. If you're going to find a young, in shape, smart, tall, intelligent, rich man, it's extremely difficult to find. And that man has options. He has more options than a beautiful girl. And I'll tell you something, what a high value man respects. When he meets a girl that's genuinely ride or die, as in, I'm with this man, I like this man loves me, I love him. He fucked that bitch, but it doesn't matter because he came home to me.
Right.
That man has choices. Why would he choose a girl who thinks, oh, if he sleeps with another girl, I'll go sleep with some dude? He'll just ignore you. He won't be with you. You're not going to have the best of the best if you're going to think that way. The only
What you
girl
don't know won't hurt.
Okay, what he said from like a minute back. He said that there are genuinely. I can't speak tonight. What the hell is going on? There are genuinely more pretty girls than there are high value men. I agree. There's a lot of pretty girls out there, and high value men are pretty hard to find. Like, I wouldn't classify myself as a high value man yet, but that's the thing. You can work up to being a high value man. I don't have the money for it. Like, I wouldn't say that I'm financially free. I don't really have the network. I do have my friends. Like, I consider them my brothers, but my network doesn't go wide enough where it goes to different countries where we can make moves and actually do it in that way. I'm still working a job where it's not necessarily fueling me in my dreams and all that. I mean, I'm doing stuff where it is fueling that. Fueling? I can't speak, man. What's going on? But yeah, it's hard to be a high value man. It takes work, but that's part of being a man. You just have to do it. You just have to get up and do it. Even if you don't want to. On the days you don't want to, you still do it. You just do the same shit over and over again that's productive, and you'll get somewhere. Proceed.
Hurt you, right?
Say again?
What you don't know won't hurt
He
you, right?
will know. He'll smell it because he's a bad boy like me. He'll smell it. But I know something ain't right. Something ain't right. And I'm telling you, this is the way the world works. And I'm not saying it's
I
easy.
like you.
I don't. Thank you. And I'm not saying it's easy for a woman, right? I understand it can be heartbreaking. I can understand it can be difficult. But it's not easy, but it's a competitive environment, right?
Why would you do that to the woman you love?
Because, listen, let me tell you something about
Has options.
That was a good question. Why would you do that to the woman you love? Let's see what he says.
That's why.
No, it's not that. There's no joy without pain. There's no sunshine without rain. You need up and down. This is how the world works. Make her cry, make her cry a little bit. Take her to the Maldives. 1, 2, bang. This is what makes life fun. You can't be sitting there all day. I'm telling you, you could get the most high value man in the world who ticks every single box. If he has no hose and he's home with you every day watching Netflix, you're going to get bored of him anyway.
Okay. I agree with what he said. Not in the way of, like, if you have no hose, but if you're a boring guy, the woman will get bored. That's just the truth of it. So, guys, don't be boring. You don't have to cheat or be out here like that, but try to be a high-value man without the cheating and probably just, become interesting, have stories, have experiences, have money, have resources, have a good network, and just complete yourself. Complete yourself as a man. All right, this is the first reaction I've ever done. That camera died, so this is the truth camera. But thank you guys for watching. Whatever the YouTubers say, like, comment, subscribe, algorithm, this, that, you know what I mean.